Welcome to Investors Insights. Our topic today is McRibs and the markets. You heard me right. I couldn't wait to tell you that topic. We look at all kinds of crazy research here at File Plan Partners, as well as serious research. And we've got a vlog for you this morning that will be well worth your time. I'm joined by my distinguished colleagues, Ty Miller and Bobby Norman. We have just had a great meeting going over a lot of data and research in relation to the volatility of this market. Stay with us here, but to give you an example of how crazy things are in relation to the volatility, people are looking at all kinds of data to say, will the market go up? Will it trade down? Ty introduced us today to some data, and I said, Ty, you've got to share this with us. I think our viewers will really enjoy this. So what does the market have to do with McRibs and McDonald's?
Yeah, so I got plenty of charts to show today, but perhaps the most important chart of the day is the McDonald's announced the McRib is coming back, and they always bring it back in the fall. And so we have a chart to analyze the performance of when the McRib is selling and when it's not. And the S&P actually performs much better when the McRib is in stock. So, if that's not a technical indicator, I don't know what is.
I'm buying McRibs for everybody for lunch today. I'm on video. I will say that. We've got to keep this market moving up in the right direction. But with that, we also have some very serious data, concrete facts that I think you will enjoy listening to, hearing about how we're using it in relation to your portfolios and also in relation to your financial blueprints. Bobby, corporate earnings. Got a little surprise there, just like the McRib surprises us on that data. We've got corporate earnings, though, that's a fact. Talk about that.
Yeah, so last week we saw the S&P 500 have its best week since June. A big reason why is that corporate earnings are surprising to the upside so far. As you can see in this earnings scorecard chart, 99 companies out of 500 in the S&P have reported so far. And we've highlighted the upside surprises here in green. We are seeing better than expected reports in sales growth and earnings growth, which was a driving force behind last week's positive market performance. And we're watching carefully to see if this trend continues, as this week is the busiest of the third quarter earnings season with over 165 S&P 500 companies reporting. Also, in last week's vlog, I mentioned that we are watching carefully to see if the S&P can get to the 3,800 number and break through to the upside. And we always like to give our viewers something to watch during the week. And 3,800 on the S&P is an important number to look at because that was the early October high. And that's kind of what we consider resistance. This would be a positive near-term development, especially as midterm seasonality gets more favorable for the market. So watch the 3,800 carefully this week to see if we can break through it.
Bobby, I thought that was a great chart, and I really appreciate your research on that in terms of the earnings. And you're right; it's a big week. Also, we're still heading towards the midterm elections here, and you talked about past vlogs. People need to watch what we've said about that. We just had a Zoom virtual meeting as well for clients, and we elaborated on the data with that. So the combination is a lot of positives looking at the market to continue to have strength. And then Ty, you showed us the McRib, but then you also showed us some incredible information regarding yields and some other data. And I really am asking our viewers, just like Bobby's chart, very important. These charts that Ty's getting ready to show you, it's important data for you to know. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, so as we all know, treasury yields and yields of bonds have really gone up a lot this year. You're starting to get some return. It's interesting to me to look back in history and see last time yields were this high, about 4.5% on the 2-year. What did the market look like? And as you can see in this chart, completely different market. This is about 15 years ago. You had 3 energy companies in the top 10 of the world. You had IBM, bigger than Apple. GE is still up there. It was a much different market.
Unreal. The world has changed.
Yeah, over time, things happen, things change. It's really interesting to look back, and that's kind of where we're at now with yields. That's the last time they were this high. And then on top of that, during COVID, we had everyone was cutting rates. we had a lot of negative yielding debt in the world, $18.5 trillion of negative yielding debt. Since then, as of today, we're at $1.5 trillion of negative yielding debt, from 18.5 trillion to 1.5 trillion. And that still seems like a lot, but there's only 51 securities left out there that are still yielding negative debt, and they all belong in Japan. The Bank of Japan has been one of the few holdouts of raising rates this year. Compare this to back in COVID, when we had over 4,200 securities yielding negative debt, down to 51 new ones. That's pretty remarkable.
It is. It's incredible. Yeah, I mean, all those are positives that we're looking at as we continue to move forward. And keeping in mind, in just a little bit over 60 days, we will be heading into the 2023 year. So that kind of data should give our viewership confidence in understanding that, yeah, there's negative news out there. We can elaborate on that, but as I like to say, what's behind the scenes, and this kind of data is indicating some very positive things to come. So as we head towards the new year. So folks, we provide this information, one, so you understand what we're looking at for your portfolio and also your financial blueprint. Number two, for you to share with family and friends and to be able to interact with people, to know that you're getting information that is beneficial to you and to others. We really appreciate the fact that you share these vlogs with friends, family, colleagues. It means an awful lot to us. And we also enjoyed the dialogues we have with folks afterwards, where people call in and just say, I really like that chart, or I really appreciated you guys doing that kind of research. So on that note, we want you to have a great week. We're heading towards the end of October, and we will keep you updated through all of this. And we just want you to know that every day here at Five Plan Partners, we are striving to make our clients' lives better, richer, fuller. And you can track us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, our podcast, our YouTube channel, and we're always open to other ways we can communicate with you. Thanks for believing in us, and have a great week.